Green is the clown and yellow, well, she's the girl. So what are you supposed to be?
It's none of your business.
Flynn's backstory culminates in one of the stupidest solutions to an issue in Power Rangers, which by proxy also makes it the most amazing.
I can't help but notice this gigantic explosion right behind me, referring to the 6-story high fireballs, like that one, right there.
Remember this will be very important. It feels so ridiculous to say that, but just trust me.
We deal with tangible realities, not justice. You want justice? Read a comic book. Next.
What?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Anytime I somehow remembered that the show was airing on ABC Kids because Disney didn't want anyone watching this show at all, and they would be playing the Ranger Blue episode, I would be completely tuned out.
After all, she said the magic words.
I don't know, and it's not even the show's fault. I just think it's the way the show looks, and anytime I turn to this channel and see Power Rangers RPM was airing and none of the Rangers would be on screen, it would be like something like this where they're just kids walking around. I'd be like, I don't want to watch this. It was different then, but I can appreciate it so much more now. Flynn, our Blue Ranger, grew up getting bullied and wanting to be a superhero like he read in his comic books. Like, look at this. As a kid, if I turned to ABC Kids and a show looking like this was on, I would not have thought it was Power Rangers.
What are you gonna do with your life, son? Dance around in silly colored tights?
It's not fair.
Man, we don't waste no time, huh?
There! See that explosion?
Actually, Rangers, and this feels so good to say. So what are you supposed to be?
I'm Scottish!
That's the line. That's the famous line, and it's so funny to me because in context, it comes at the beginning of the episode where nothing has really happened yet, and I feel it should have happened so much later. Because it's so angry sounding, and it could have been used to, like, reaffirm his stance on the team after a climax, but it's still hilarious regardless.
Well, what are you supposed to be?
Your worst nightmare!
But this fight is just so fun. It's gold in so many ways.
Okay, not good. Out of power!
It's so fun, and they highlight the teamwork so well, and you can tell they were having fun even just writing it.
Energy low. Need recharge time.
The Rangers start losing power, which is interesting as we've never really seen something like this happen before in RPM. Flynn goes to use his time freeze ability to allow the Rangers to recharge while on the field, but suffers a malfunction.
Flynn, you okay?
Flynn, talk to me!
During the mishap, we get more backstory, now with Flynn as an adult having just graduated college with no clear future in sight.
There's lives at stake here, man.
As a proud fish co-owner, I 100% commend what this man did to save that damn fish and condemn the folks that wanted it saved. Y'all got this thing in a bag with no tank, no filter, no heater, and I hope Flynn got that thing in a bag himself to save it, otherwise y'all should have perished. We're given a montage of Flynn getting fired at different jobs for messing up, all of which involve protecting the peace.
It's a good day to die, eh, boys?
I'm not even... alright.
Guess you were right, Dad. No good deed goes unpunished.
Dr. K runs diagnostics to find that Series Blue has apparently been plagued with an energy flow glitch since its development, which kind of makes sense why we never knew, considering he'd never really used this ability at all prior in the show.
You wouldn't understand.
Doctor, I may be a simple mechanic, but I'm still a mechanic.
Very well.
Basically, Flynn gets sidelined while his suit remains inoperable, as any usage could, I don't know, they don't really say, but I'm assuming kill him. This of course goes against everything he stands for, watching things just happen without any involvement from him, knowing that he can make a difference even in the smallest way.
Absolutely nothing. Do you think you can handle that?
Dr. K is such an asshole and I love her. She just doesn't understand people. Bless her heart.
Doc, Summer and I are arriving on the scene now. RPM! Get it, get it!
That is so sick, dude. Seeing it from the inside.
Her name's Penny. She's only 5 years old.
During the Battle of Corinth, a woman with horrible acting cries out for help for her little girl stuck outside the dome during the attack. Flynn hops in an empty school bus and rushes out to find her. The common thread of each of the Rangers being a desire to help and break outside the norm of their ordinary lives. Not even wanting to prove themselves, but to assure human life is not lost in any way possible.
Are we going to die?
Not today.
This moment comes back to Flynn in the present day, as right when the Rangers find themselves in more trouble, he rushes out himself, thinking of a plan right on the spot.
But I was thinking about what you said about reversing the electron polarity.
And I couldn't think of any reason not
To
to.
re-reverse it during standard morpher.
Series Blue is suffering a reverse energy flow, so Flynn's solution is to reverse the reverse. Remember that Sentai pose at the end of each morph?
I'm telling you, that was just a little one.
By plugging his engine cell into the morpher upside down, Flynn's plan is to initiate the Sentai pose explosion at the end of the morph, but one that's so big it forces out any backed up energy, clogging Series Blue. This is the funniest thing on the planet. Bro, it's so raw, dude. Flynn is only out to show that he can do things. He's a mechanic as his father taught him, so while he may not program Ranger suits, he has knowledge on certain things that even Dr. K may not put into perspective. Sitting back and doing nothing just isn't in his vocabulary, and this is even proven earlier in the episode. There's so much to him besides just being Scottish. He's got a lot of heart, and the writing of the show did so well at bringing this out. Heroes come in all colors, fashions, parts of the world, and appearances. Flynn's just happens to be Scottish and blue. At the end of the episode, he comes home at one point after becoming a ranger and notices his dad sleeping while reading stories of him in the news. A brilliant way at bringing things back full circle in the best way. Ranger Operator Series Blue. Brandon, Helen, Emilia, Amanda, Andrew, Austin, Autistic Disney, Chaco, Ian, Luke, Matthew, Quirky Girl,